What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today. I don't know why I do those hand movements, but now that you guys can see what I'm doing, I feel mad awkward, but I've always done my intros like that, where I'm like conducting things. But we're back at you again today with another MUT 18 video. We're going to talk about, alright, so we got brand new Football Outsider sets. We got flashback sets coming tomorrow. We're going to talk about ways that you can make coins because of this, that you can make gold badges for really cheap, silver badges for really cheap. Let's get into it. So first off, brand new Football Outsiders dropped today, and they changed the set a little bit. 12 total tokens, 6 gold, 6 silver, and it's going to give you anywhere from an 87 overall to a 95 overall. So there's some good cards out there, some really bad cards out there. And we're going to talk about ways to get gold tokens if you want to do these sets, which I wouldn't advise, but the ways to get silver and gold tokens for really cheap. And then also just ways to make these tokens for really cheap and sell them to make a profit. You can attack it at any angle you want, but I'm just going to kind of show you the foundation that I've been using. And I've been doing this with playoff teams with their gold tokens and silver tokens over the last couple days because those are selling for a little bit more. And if you want to target those, obviously the gold cards for those tokens are more expensive, but if you want to attack it that way and try to make profits that way, go for it. So let's just go ahead and take a real quick look at the average cost of and I'm going to say these are probably going to be all non-playoff teams because the playoff teams will be more expensive. But as you can see, about 24K, we'll just round down a little bit there. And I think the silver tokens are going to hold pretty steady because you can, for a silver token, it really doesn't matter what team, and I'll tell you why, but you can utilize these silver tokens in other ways. So that's the cost. Again, I don't really advise opening these packs, but if you want to test your luck, go for it. And then tomorrow we should be getting new flashback packs. If you look at the bottom of your screen, it says turn in tokens to earn 1 elite flashback. Right now it says 88 to 92, so that could change because set expires on 1/12. That's tomorrow at 10 a.m. A new flashback set will be available on 1/12, 10:30 a.m. So earlier this morning when the Football Outsiders expired, it went away. It disappeared completely, and then they brought it back. Now, forgive me, I don't remember what the requirements were for the previous Football Outsider set, and I think it's changed from this one. So I expect this to change, but I don't know what it's going to require. Right now, it's 1 elite badge, 4 gold tokens, 4 silver. I hope they just go back to elite badges because right now I have quite a few of them, and they're really cheap. I'd advise today, as soon as possible, trying to make a couple elite badges for tomorrow just in case. Even if you sell them and you don't do a flashback pack, I think the cost of an elite badge is going to go up tremendously. So let's talk about the gold and silver badges and how we can make these and the methods that I've been using. So the first and most important step of this method that I'm using is to know the price of low overall silver. So what I do is I go 60 to 64 and I'm just going to sort by buy it now price. What this means is even though people can find these cards for a lot cheaper than 500 coins, this is what they're selling at. And if you go just one row down, it's at 550. So in my opinion, you could sell all of your low silver cards at 550 coins. And you're probably going to have an abundance of those if you use this method. But the good thing is when you sell them for 550 coins, you're only losing 5 coins every time. So how do we do that? We open the Get a Player pack. So this is literally what I do and what I've been doing for the last couple days. And it gets tedious, I understand, but it's working for me. If you don't want to spend the time to do it, you'll have to figure out ways otherwise. But great example here is that I pull a gold card. I'm not going to look up the price, but you can go to daddyleagues.com right now and take a look at the pricings. That's the best way to find out pricings on all gold cards. And even if you just want to sell your binder and sell all the gold cards in it, I expect those to go up in price as well because non-playoff teams have token sets now that have some type of value, have some type of relevancy. So not a good example there, but we're just going to keep opening these up. And literally what I do is I will open these up until I get 6 high silvers. So when I say high silvers, I mean 65 to 69. Once I get 6 of those, I know that I can go ahead and complete a silver token set. And as I mentioned, you're going to get a ton of these, but you're not really losing coins because each and every one of these cards that you pull that is a low silver, you're going to be able to sell for 550 coins. After tax, you get 495 back. You're only losing 5 coins. It's definitely worth the risk. And meanwhile, while you're pulling all these things, you have chances to get gold cards. gold playoff cards, which sell for like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7K sometimes. And then also you can get team of the weeks. I get random team of the week. Sometimes I get base elites. But those are kind of going to take care of the 5 coins, or at worst 55 coins that you're losing if you do have to sell them for 500 coins instead of 550. So we're not really having any luck here. But what I'm going to do is continue to pull these, and I'm going to get enough to get a silver token, and then I'll show you the next step. So we opened enough Get a Player packs to get 6 high silver cards, and as you can see, within that span of opening all those packs, I only pulled 10 low silvers. So that's a really, really good ratio. I believe this guy was the first card that I pulled. All of these were previous to recording this video. So I listed all of these at 550K, which basically means, you know, I'm going to be getting my coins back now. I'll show you some of the good pulls that I had, because I'm going to sort it by gold and go by newest. I think this was the first card that I pulled. A recording. Look, I got a playoff card, a playoff card, a playoff card, a team of the week, and then just a random gold. But I think the price of just random non-playoff gold cards is probably going to go up as well because of these Football Outsider sets, and they'll really go up if it requires gold and silver, or just even gold badges in tomorrow's flashback set. So I think this is going to be a good way to make coins right now, but it'll even be better because flashbacks, let's face it, they're way more attractive than Football Outsiders cards. So I just wanted to show you guys that. Now I'm going to jump over, and again, I know this can get tedious, and you know, if you have the time to do it, it's well worth it. But I'm going to go over to team tokens here, and we're going to go to team silver tokens. I already had 6 of these put in from just previous, you know, pulling these Get a Player packs. So we're going to go ahead and finish this setup, and we'll put all 6 of the cards that we just pulled in there, and we get ourselves a silver token, and I'll talk about what you can do with that. So then what I like to do is just literally fill this right back up with the cards that I have, because you're going to have an abundance of these lower silver cards. But again, you're not going to, in the long run, and you can do the math, and I never do because it always works out for me, and I'm sure it will for you. In the long run, you're going to be on the plus side of making coins, but you can go in now and sell the rest of the silver cards that are in your binder, open up, you know, enough more to get 6 more of these, and by the time you do so, you'll have 6 more for the next round that you want to do on this, and you'll probably have to sell like 10 to 20. It can get a little, like, you know, if you have things to do or you want to do it in between games, that's the best thing, because these lower silver cards do take 50 minutes to an hour to sell because there's just so many of them up there. So now we have ourselves a silver token. What do we do with that, and how do we turn this into a gold token? There's a couple different things. Number one, you can just sell the silver token. As we saw at the beginning of the video, they're selling for what, 7 to 8K, and that's a pretty good profit, considering you probably did not spend any or lose any coin opening up all those Get a Player packs to get that silver token. You're breaking even because you're selling the low silvers for 550. Again, you're only losing 5 coins there, and then you're probably getting enough good pulls, gold cards, team of the week cards in there to actually make profits just off that alone. Plus you're going to get profits off of the card that you sold, or the token that you sold. So then again, this is a good way to build tokens for cheap. So if you go over to, and I actually would have to open up this pack here first, so we're going to go to unopened packs, and you can pick any team for the silver token, because it just doesn't matter. The silver token in all cases is a wild card, so you can do any team. So what I'm actually going to do is kind of go back to the method that I've been using, and that's build a playoff gold token team. So I'm going to go to upgrade sets, and I'm actually going to use this and go to the upgrade section, players, NFL stars. Shout out to my boy Strode99 on my stream, I think Sunday night. He told me about this method. I saw somebody in the comments section of one of my videos either yesterday or the day before mention this as well. But go to the NFL stars pack. We're going to open this up. This is the best way, in my opinion, if a team has overpriced, and this is really for just playoff teams, probably not non-playoff teams right now, but if a team has a lot of overpriced or higher cost 70 to 74 golds, you get 2 of these for this pack, and these can be put in sets. You can't sell them, but you can put them in sets, and this is what I've been doing with the Jaguars for a while, and it'll really work with the Falcons because those cards are a little bit more. I was specifically doing it for the Jaguars because I was opening the team fantasy packs, and those will still help you get this done as well. But I was mainly doing it because Miles Jack was in packs at that point, and I was taking that shot at pulling a limited time card. I had no luck, but it's also kind of a good strategy to take maybe with the legends that come out on Saturday, if the team fantasy packs are still out there. So I'm going to go down to team tokens, go all the way down to the Jaguars if we ever get there. And as you can see, I'm kind of already through this. I had enough of these, and these all came from the team fantasy packs. But now I can go ahead and put these two in here. And if you have other cards in there already to add, you know, you can feel free to do so. But this is a way to do it for really cheap. As you can see, these are about 5K each, 25K just to do this bottom row. I probably just got these two cards for nothing. Again, I know it's a long process, but it's going to be worth it. Trust me. And what I've been doing with the playoffs golds is I'll go ahead and do the same process I just did in this video enough times to finish this, and then I'll just go sell this gold token. I think it's going for like 40 to 45K right now, but that's a way to build them really cheap. It's also a way to build these non-playoff teams. You might not want to use that NFL stars method. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Let's just take a random team like the Jets and see what they're selling for. I mean, I think all these prices are going to go up a little bit, not too much there. I think these were all like around 1K, but it's also a good way to like finish off a team. So if you have items in your binder already, or if you have a lot of nat golds in there, like for this, I can do this for the Jets 2 times. The method I just used, I'll complete the bottom row. I probably would have to buy these 2 cards, but bam, you know, at what are these, 2.5K? 2.5K, I have to buy 2 of those. That's going to cost me 5K. I can turn around and sell this badge for what, 24K at the beginning of the video. Gold badges we're going for, or gold tokens, my bad. So you can approach it from many different angles, but either way, it's going to be profitable. It might take a little bit of time, but it's the method I've been using. And you know what else has been allowing me to do? Just open a lot of packs. If you don't have money to spend on packs, or you don't want to spend money on packs like myself, it kind of gives you that chance. I was able to open probably 1 million coins in team fantasy packs. I may be exaggerating a little, probably like 600K in team fantasy packs over the last 2 days. And I didn't make a lot of coin, but I didn't lose a lot of coin either, if that makes sense. I probably lost 100K doing that. But if I wasn't pulling all of those packs, I'd probably be at 2 or close to 2 mil. I did complete the Julio set, and I completed some other things that I'll be showing you guys soon. But, you know, use it however you want to use it. If you have questions, hit me up on Twitter. Make sure to follow me on Twitch. Both of those links are in the description of the video. We'll be live streaming this weekend. I should have some gameplays coming up for you guys. I want to pick up that Jimmy Garoppolo that came out today. Maybe drop a gameplay with that. Play off Derrick Henry. We got some gameplays, some card reviews, all that stuff. But I hope you guys found this useful. Thank you for watching. I'm Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.